Hi, I'm Randolph Miller, and welcome to Bounce Around Charleston. I have a wonderful guest here today, Shaniqua Cousins, and she's here to talk about the Women Seeking Purpose, Living Dreams experience. And it's a tour going on.
It is.
Welcome, Shaniqua Cousins, to Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you for having me.
You know what? I'm so excited because you're my first guest on my new set.
And I'm excited to be here. A beautiful set, beautiful set.
Thank you. Tell us about the conference.
So it's a conference tour, as you mentioned earlier, and it really is I like to describe it as an awe-inspiring experience where I've collaborated with renowned coaches, entertainers, and just different influential women that come together to do three things: to inspire, ignite, and ultimately transform lives.
What motivated you to start this conference?
It really is a culmination of what I love to do. I love being around women. I love to be inspired myself, and I love to just inspire women to really live their best lives. I love to eat. I'm a Southern girl, so I love to eat. So it's a combination of just an inspirational moment that's also combined with lovely food, lovely guests, and ultimately helping people to enrich their lives.
So when the women come to the conference, what are they motivated to do?
Really to really live life like they've never have before. It really is for me. I'm a certified health and life coach. So my goal is to really help people and help people modify behavior, and really behavior that leads to life transformation. And so when women get together and really have made a decision that they want to do life differently, coming together with other like-minded women can really help prompt aspirations. And that's what it really is about.
And who are some of your guest speakers?
Oh, we have a great lineup this year. So all the way from Long Island, New York, we have Jean Price, who's going to be coming. She's a spiritual coach and empowerment speaker. We have Kimmy Evans coming all the way from Los Angeles, California. We have Miss Vicky Yohe will be here sharing her beautiful voice, and Miss Jessica Reedy. We have a young up-and-coming musician from the local area, Miss Emily Curtis, who will be performing. And we also have Georgette LePage. She's a health and wellness coach coming out of out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And we have myself. We also have my daughter Jada. She's an up-and-coming film director, and she's going to be a presenter. And so it's really just going to be a great time with like-minded women who serve as role models and who can help encourage and inspire other women.
One thing I have noticed with a lot of my guests, we are always empowering women. Why is that?
You know what? Because women really, when women learn things, they teach things. And when you're in a position and you're empowered, you want other people to grow and learn and do things differently. So women just are naturally share. And women really do help change communities. So one of the things that we're also doing in the area, speaking of communities, is that we're not just having a conference tour. We want to make sure that we're leaving the community better than the way we met it. So we're honoring a nonprofit organization that's really enriching and changing lives of young women in this area. And again, like I said, because women, when we learn things, we'd like to teach it and share it with other people. So.
And the phrase that says living dreams experience, explain that.
Yeah, for me, it's about if you seek purpose for your life and you have a direction, I believe that you ultimately will live out the dreams that you imagined. So a lot of times we have dreams and we have aspirations for things, but if we're not purposely aligned with it, if we don't have an intent, there typically is an action behind us. So purpose gives us direction, purpose gives us meaning. And so if you seek purpose, I believe you'll live out the dreams that you imagine.
And who's invited to this conference?
Oh, we're looking for women organizations. we're looking for, to be honest with you, faith-based organizations as well as non-faith-based organizations. They invest in individuals and themselves. And we're looking to have different game changers, innovators, and just business owners, women that are still yet coming along, if you would. And so we're looking to have about 150 women in the room together. And we're also going to be virtual.
What should a woman do to prepare herself to come to this conference?
Oh, one, she should have a good appetite. A good appetite for transformation, a good appetite for being inspired, a good appetite for wanting to inspire, and just a good appetite for what it's like to be amongst other women who want to really prompt and share and see her come along. So I think they should they should just be fired up for change, be fired up and ready to connect and continue to be in this community of women that can really help them.
And what should they bring with them when they come?
Oh, bring yourselves. Bring yourself. Bring a pen. Bring a pen. We have a magazine. We have our conference magazine this year that's filled with action-centric and just encouraging content from all of our speakers. So bring a pen, because there's going to be a lot of writing, so that you can actually write down your goals, write down dreams that you may have. Other than that, just bring a really good attitude and a positive outlook and be amongst the other women in the room.
I notice in reading your schedule, you have a wide range of things happening, even entertainment. Why?
Because diversity is so important. Diversity is so important. Diversity of thought, diversity of ethnicity, diversity of preferences is so important. And for me, I feel like I've created a platform, but I've invited other people to the table because I respect their opinion, I respect differences, and I think where there's differences, there's going to be growth. And so, and I love to have fun. I love going to a conference experience where I feel inspired and I want to do more and connect with people that may look like me or may not look like me. But I think when you're outside of your comfort zone, you have an opportunity to grow.
What year is this for the tour?
Oh, this is year 3 for Charleston and year number 1 for Maryland.
So what kind of feedback have you received from the other conferences?
Our feedback is women leave there so inspired. They feel prompted to go out and do more for the community. And what I didn't want to happen, though, this is something that I figured that needed to happen for this year. I wanted them to feel like they were still connected to a community. So something that I was very intentional about this year is that we are building a virtual community. So when women come, be a part of the conference, the follow-on is that you'll have an opportunity to work individually with my coaches that are a part of the team, myself, and also just stay in communion with women until we come back the next year.
Now we need to know that, let the people know that you are Charleston.
Oh, I'm a Charleston, South Carolina girl. Charleston, born and raised. So I'm from Charleston. I love Charleston. This is always going to be the flagship location for the event. It has been and it will continue to be. I understand from a business standpoint, when you do something like this, what that does for the community. And so representing Charleston and being a member of the community, since I was literally born and raised here, is so important to me. And to bring back enrichment to this area and to bring a diversity of thought, a diversity of, just a diversity of women is so important to me. So definitely born and raised here, and my family still lives here, and I just love it.
Did something happen in your life along the way that pushed you to do this?
Yeah, I really found a connection. For me, it was my spiritual walk. It was me just really understanding that God did have a purpose and a plan for my life, and getting in connection with that and understanding that along my journey, I'm supposed to help other people. I'm supposed to be in a position to help and create opportunities for others. So for me, it was truly coming into alignment with a sense of purpose. Having my daughter really got me really focused, because now I have another little girl looking at me that will someday be a woman, and I wanted to really be a role model and an example of what a woman is, and also a woman that's living on purpose. That's so important to me.
I noticed that you have a book here.
Well, yeah.
Flavored with Love.
Yeah.
Will this be a part of the conference also?
It will be. So Flavored with Love is my latest cookbook, and everything that I do, there's food involved. So the cookbook will be available for purchase. It's available for, it'll be available at the conference, and it's just my way of sprinkling love out into the world in the form of food. I also share some of my family stories in the cookbook, and other little tips and tricks for people.
Well, give us date, place, and time, and what we need to know.
Yep, so the date for Charleston is April 29th of 2023, and we're going to be at the Embassy Suites Convention Center. The doors open at 9 a.m. and we begin the conference. We're kicking it off at 10, and we're going to be wrapping it up around 2 o'clock.
And you want everybody?
Everybody. Everybody. We want them to be there. We want you to feel like you're a part of this community. We want people to leave transformed in a way. We want them to leave better than what they came. We understand that everyone is on a different path in their journey, but just know that there's a community of women who are looking to inspire and prompt and encourage you. And then you add value as well. We're looking for those women that can add value to a room and bring their own unique flair and just help to create, help the environment to be better as well. So yeah, we're looking to pack the room, 150 women.
Okay,
yeah.
Shaniqua Cousins, Conference Tour 2023.
Yeah.
The Women Seeking Purpose, Living Dreams Experience.
Yes.
We'll be right back after the break.